Most traditions have a history of honoring their elders. Those who came before us, whether chronologically older or not, prepared the path for us to walk. Their willingness to forge ahead in life benefits everyone. In some native cultures, this honoring goes further and symbolizes our connections to both the past and the future. It involves looking at the 7 generations, honoring 3 generations prior to our own, standing in the present with our cohort, and holding the future of the next generations in our hands. We are the elders for those who come after us. Their future depends on us, just as our present and future depends on the actions of our elders. Each generation will eventually be elders for as long as humanity inhabits the earth. Think about where you would be if there was no one who showed you how to walk the path you've chosen. While each generation makes new discoveries, they are predicated on us standing on the shoulders of those who came before. The only constant in life is change. We see this every year. The freezing cold of winter gives way to the gradual warmth and new life of spring. Summer emerges from this warming and brings sun and heat to nourish the plants and animals alike. Harvest time brings with it an abundance that will sustain us through the coming winter. Autumn begins the descent of energy and the waning of the light. And once again, it's winter. Each season has its gifts and its difficulties. However, you can count on one moving into the other, whether as a smooth transition or a difficult birth. The changing of the seasons is a blueprint for each human life. We move from the womb and grow quickly with liveliness, gathering others around us as companions. Eventually, we begin to reap the fruits of our life's pursuits. Inevitably, the gradual decline shifts into the final letting go. Likewise, for all of our days, no matter how long or short, changes will occur. Some changes are welcome. We delight in the fortune that has occurred. Other changes are dreaded. We fight against them, and yet they occur. Think about what would happen if, instead of dreading and fighting the changes that we don't like, we embrace them. The energy that goes into dreading and being dragged kicking and screaming into the inevitable would be available for creating our new reality. The season of spring is the epitome of moving forward. Plants struggle to poke their heads through the hard dirt and rock to emerge into the sun. New life is born. Sometimes that new life is the beginning of a new path for us. In pushing through the detritus of an old way of being or doing, we forge ahead and open new vistas. Moving forward seems simple. Put one foot in front of the other and shift your weight. When the weight of the world seems to be on our shoulders, that's not always easy. Determination is required to take our will and make it real. What is the motive force that drives you forward? Look at what gets you up in the morning and keeps you going into the night. When that is disrupted, how do you keep your footsteps steady? Those are the thoughts that must be in the forefront to slog through the muck when life twists in a way you weren't expecting or prepared to face. Then lifting that foot to create forward movement doesn't take quite so much work. Life's journey has many acts: infancy, childhood, adulthood, old age. There are themes to each act, and these shift through time. Willingness to move from the current act into the next one is a necessary component in the play of life. Shakespeare said that all the world's a stage. Each person acts their part and then must move into the next act. What that act will be is determined by our choices and ability to weather the storms as well as enjoy the sun. So, our choices lead into the next act. Think about what choices you're making and how they're going to impact how you move forward. This is the way to construct the play that is your life.